Okay. Some good facts are there. Okay. So Vijay Sundaramji is saying one has to pay if you want to avoid the advertisements. Okay. So what do you mean by that, Vijayji? He's not here, I think. Anyway, so he has something in mind. So Mahesh ji is saying 4 monkeys now. 4th is looking at the smartphone, maybe WhatsApp. Okay. Narayan ji is saying APJ Abdul Kalam graduated from MIT Crumpet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's correct. That's a good thing to know. And people are now applying for working from office. That's good. If it helps them, I think that's a good thing. Nothing wrong with that.
I think that Vijayji was saying basically in YouTube, Facebook, and all these keep popping up, right? If you want to avoid it, then you have to take the premium or whatever, the other subscription for these things. Because now these channels have become like you watch some good video, like you said, maybe Bhagavad Gita, whatever, suddenly in between an advertisement will pop up. And you're forced to watch it. You
Correct.
can't even skip it.
You can't skip it. You can't skip it. Yeah, that's right. In that context, you can pay. I wonder if they'll do that for our television, and if they can do that, that will be. I don't think they'll do that because money is coming. This is where all the revenues are coming. So yeah, Hemlata ji, go ahead. You had a question?
No, I read up this 3 wise monkeys. Basically, it is see no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil. It was popularized in the 17th century in Japan, where Shintoism was being followed. And as a pictorial Shinto maxim, they carved famous Toshogu Shinto shrine in Nikko, Japan. And that is how it originated from there in the 16th, 17th century.
Ah, I see. It's a Japanese creation.
Yes, statues of them are set in crossroads.
Oh, really?
In honor of Koshin, the god of roads.
God of roads. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. Japanese. Okay. Anything else? Any other questions?
Yeah, can I ask one question?
Yeah.
So, not only these senses will, you'll watch it and it will play, but you'll start also justifying why you need it also, right?
Karma does that.
Yeah, it will give you so many reasons why it's really required. And that's where it's a strange thing.
You know why the justification comes? Because we always want to justify our actions. We don't want anybody to tell us that we are doing something wrong or should not be done, etc. Therefore, justification is always there. Even an alcoholic will try to justify because that's how it is. We cannot handle somebody telling that we are doing the wrong thing. I don't think we can handle it. So we are constantly justifying. And I came late. Why did I come late? No, because of this. Anything. Constantly in house also, I find. Sometimes I ask myself, why am I justifying? Sometimes I ask myself, why don't you just do or say something? Do I have to justify it? And so sometimes the pressure is there, no, to justify. Because we don't want somebody to mistake us. We don't want somebody to think something different, etc. Maybe that's what makes us justify our actions. Yeah, that is true, Vijayji. Very true.
Yeah, one of my professors in college used to say that we justify because we are not sure, we are half sure that this could be wrong. So we try to get some backup for that, whatever we do. If you are very certain, there is no need for justification.
Correct.
Actually, the word is justification is always done by the other person. I only rationalize.
Is it ego also there playing a part, Guruji?
No, ego is there all the time. Ego is always playing a part. Without ego, nothing happens. So ego is there all the time. So karma. So ego you can say separate from kama, and ego, everything is meant for the ego, and playing a part means, yeah, ego has to be involved, because desire, see, fulfilling a desire, is it for the sake of desire? Is it for the sake of the desire? Will the desire be upset if you don't fulfill it? No, I'll be upset if it doesn't get fulfilled. Who is that I? That ego. Some sense of I is there, and that I will get upset, will get sad, will get frustrated, will get shocked, will get traumatized if it doesn't get fulfilled. Okay? Yeah.
And Guruji, I had read something about, look, the original thought is something you don't have much control over. It comes because of whatever, all that you see and hear and all. But there is something called a follow-up thought. If we are able to see that the next thought about it, somehow we get a kind of mastery over that, that can help us in overcoming a lot of these things, right? Because the original thought, yes, you accidentally happen to see it or hear it or whatever, that will come. But the follow-up thought is where you need to have more control over.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why we studied in the second chapter, Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha. When a person repeatedly thinks over that initial thought, then only you have all these problems. And so mastery over that is important. And when it comes to these likes, that is a good practice, is to practice that I don't nourish that thought. Very important. Don't nourish the thought. Second, so that second, because one will become two. One, when it becomes two, then 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth time, sixth time happens very fast. The opposite of that, when we study the Vedas, when we start a class, okay, our acharyas always say the second class is important. First class you attended. Second class, you must attend the second class. Only then the course will move forward for you. There is a tradition like that. The second class is very important, so that the continuity can be maintained. So it goes along the same lines that you are saying. So the other day, I'm learning Parayanam, Samhita Parayanam, Brahmana Parayanam, and so after some time there was a gap. I joined, and then Swamiji was there, and then I was a minute late to the second class, and the Swamiji said, "Oh, this Dvitiya dosha. So Dvitiya dosha is there. So this dosha of this being absent the second class, and I was afraid that may happen." Is what he said. So, yeah, definitely that's very important, Vijayji.
Thank you.
Okay. So we'll.
Hey Kumarji, we also do if you start any new class, they as for second day they say Dvitiya Vignaha, so don't miss the second one for any class. When I was when I was taking any other class, dance class or music class or Sanskrit classes, my teachers specifically say tomorrow second day everybody has to come. They didn't want us to miss the second day. So they said, Dvitiya Vignaha, then you're not going to continue like that.
Correct.
Yeah.
There's a lot of psychology is there in that. A lot of psychology.
Oh, you think? Oh, really?
I think so. That's why they do it. Because the continuity, that second class. See, why not first class? Well, first class nobody has control over. The teacher has no control over whether you will come to the first class or not, because your teacher doesn't even know you. Whatever, first class. But only once you come, what is it that's going to make you come? So just a tradition that says second class. It's not that you attend the second class, you're going to continue the course. There's no guarantee in that. Okay. After 5 classes, you say, no, this class is not for me. I can say that. It's not for me. So not that we will continue, but the point is, it is that second class is perceived to be important and a sign of continuity. It gives you a sign of continuity. You need something to anchor. First class alone is not an anchor. You need 2 classes. for it to kind of set in your mind what it is not, etc. And so I think the tradition is good. I mean, the spirit behind it is what we
Yeah.
are focusing on, not whether the number 2 or 3 is not that important. Yeah. Ditya Vigna. Yeah.
Okay.
Just continuing that thought, when I was learning Vedam from a from a from a from a Shastri girl in Chicago, what he told me was, any of these japa and parayanam that you do like daily basis, he said if you miss it for 2 consecutive days, you lose the benefit of all that you've done. And I think this is, it's not that you lose completely, but what it is if you get a break of 2 days, it's hard to pick it up on the 3rd day, right? That's
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's important. So it is that applies to all classes and even the Gita class also. And these days what happens, we have a tendency to say, I will catch up, because the video is available on YouTube. I will catch up. This I will catch up is a dangerous statement. Because see, the Parayanam class, I missed 3 classes in a row. I told Swamiji, 9:15 in the morning, every day. I was avoiding that class because every day I cannot make it. I know that. Swamiji said, Wanga. He was been telling me. So I said, sure, Swamiji, but I may be irregular. I told him that right up front. And so I don't know, you come whenever you can. And so 3 classes I missed. Then I say I'll catch up. It'll take me only 10 minutes to catch up. 3 days I did not catch up. And 3rd day, before the 4th class, I did catch up. And so this I will catch up. It never catches up on us. I will catches up on us. That's it. There is no catching up. So this YouTube and all is a bit. We have to be very careful. We have to be really committed. We have to be committed. Otherwise, there is no catching up. Because one class is 1 hour. Where are you going to find 1 extra hour during the next few days? Not available. In this Kali Yuga, this time is not available. So that's why that commitment is so important. And catch up as soon as possible. And otherwise, that time never comes. And Bhagavad Gita, that too, we are sometimes we are repeating. Krishna also appears to repeat certain things. And you can say, chalega, verse number 39, verse number 38, verse number 40. What is the big deal? What is the big deal? Anyway, so many more chapters are left. 15 more chapters are left, right? Oh, that's it. Gone. So that's a dangerous thought to have. And I don't suggest you do that. But these thoughts can come. And because we need to hear the message again and again, again and again. This is not a difficult topic. It's not a difficult subject at all. And so it's just that we have come so far away from it. So we need to, every day we need to chip away that conditioning. We are just deconditioning ourselves. That is what Vedanta is, deconditioning. So with that, we'll stop today and then we'll meet next Monday. You can stay back for a breakout if you like. You can mute yourselves. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalasahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.
Thank you.